but the teachings go back to early mankind. The movement is all about like acceptance, light, spiritual awakenings. Basically, the goal is to evolve spiritually through different kinds of practices. These practices aren't really new age, it really is old age. These teachings go on back to the garden. The very essence of new age would be what Christians call the serpent's lie. The very first lie ever was that you can be like God and that you are divine. I think human beings have always tried to elevate themselves to a God-like status, and in fact, it was a big issue in the Old Testament with the Israelites. Adultery was everywhere, and they saw themselves like they didn't need God. And I think human beings still do that today. If you're unfamiliar with the term New Age or where these practices come from, they come in forms through tarot cards, psychic readings, crystal energies, astral projection, which is literally the belief that your spirit can leave your body and project onto other spiritual planes, which is actually quite popular. This stuff goes deep, you guys. There is some scary, like, I didn't get that deep, but we'll go into some of these things. So the furthest I went into this was the law of attraction and crystals, but I was into, trying to manifest my reality. I remember doing a new moon, like basically a ritual where you charge your crystals. I don't even know. Looking back, it's so like literally putting my faith into the universe and crystals. The law of attraction basically teaches you that you're your own God, that whatever you speak into existence is gonna happen. Whatever you really, really want, your desires are gonna happen. Like, you attract what you put off, just all of that. Like, even with sickness, like, you attracted it is basically what it's saying. And it really left me overwhelmed, how my life laid out in my hands. And now that I know that my life is in God's hands, like, the stress relief, so much better having my faith in the God who created me rather than myself. But yeah, I think a lot of the teachings have been kind of twisted out of the Bible even. Like, wherever the Bible says, like, ask and you shall receive, and God gives you the desires of your hearts and all of that. Proverbs 16:9 says, the heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. Yes, we are supposed to tell God our desires and our plans and dreams, but our destiny is in his hands. Like, he is in control. He knows what's going to happen every step of the way in your life. He is in ultimate control, which should ultimately give you peace, knowing that his plans are good. Our desires have to match up with his. It's not like, oh God, can I have like a Lamborghini? Can I have all this money? Like, our desires will match up with his when we are in his word, when we are spending time with him, talking to him, building a relationship with God. His desires become ours, and they should be righteous, and they should be pure. The law of attraction can work, and it does, but what you're receiving it from is not from God. Like, you are, the enemy gifts his people as well, and if it's not from God, it's from the enemy. So the things you're dabbling in and you're asking the universe, you're not asking God. Like, you're dabbling in demonic stuff. And you may say, like, oh, you're going, like, Christians go deep into all of this, like, it's not that big of a deal. It really is. Do your research on the founder of the law of attraction. It was this lady from a long, long time ago. I think her name was like, I'm not going to say that right. I'm just going to put a picture of her. But she was a Russian occultist who worshipped Satan, and she believed that he offered us wisdom. And You just do your research on that. That should tell you enough that this stuff isn't of God. Big